Yo, what's going on? It's Juan Franco, the host of Whatever Blows Your Hair Back, co-host
Tyler Michek.
We just had Violet Port on set. You gotta check it out. Amazing drummer. She came from Indiana to visit us here in Chicago at the studio. Rocked out a set, 4 songs. What you think, bro?
Look at me. I learned that just now watching her. She's a drummer. She's a beast.
All right, tune in after this. Right now, let's do it. Whatever blows your hair back. I am your host, Juan Franco, and co-host
Tyler.
Here on set today we have a lovely girl with us. Her name is Violet Port. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your last name? And on your shirt, I was reading, what does it say on the bottom?
It's got my name and then Bangzilla.
Bangzilla. All right, so tell us about Bangzilla. What's going on with that?
That came from a couple years ago. I made this video of, am I allowed to look at the camera?
Yeah, you can look where, yeah.
I know that's like a rule.
Yeah,
You go through your hands and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. No. I've never done this.
All right, cool.
No, I did a drum cover of Lame Boy by 21 Pilots, and they saw it, and they sent me this shirt, and it's like written like in a font that looks similar to this, and it says like "Keep Banging" on it, all in caps. And my best friend Logan came up with the nickname, and it became fun.
Bangzilla?
So, yeah.
All right, so here we are. Violet Port is actually a drummer. She's 17, right?
Yep.
17-year-old drummer from Indiana. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And so we have her on set. We're going to just hammer away with some questions. We found her on Instagram. We thought she was super interesting, and she's so talented. So we were like, you know what? We've got to bring her on set. And we reached out to her. We sent her a message. It took about a week for her to reply. I was like, man, I don't think she's going to reply.
Check emails. I was like, what is this? Like, this is not scrolling through like Bed Bath & Beyond coupons, and then there's like something cool. I was like, what's happening?
So whenever you saw our email, what did you think? Because like whatever blows your hair back. What did you think? You were like, what was
Well,
going
I
through
didn't even
your
know
head?
like what the letters stood for. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
I'm like trying to Google it, and it's like not work. I'm like, what? This is like, and you guys are like covering the truck cost to like bring the drums and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is not real. This is not a real place. This is not actually.
Cool. So
too good to be true. Like.
yeah. So this is like your first interview.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. First interview, whatever blows your hair back. That's great.
That's cool.
So anyways, you're from Indiana. She's a drummer. How did you get into like playing the drums? Like, what happened? Like, how old were you?
I think I was in like 6th grade, and
Yeah.
I joined middle school band thinking that they would be like, yeah, you just take this as a class and you learn how to play drums. That was not how it went at all, no. I was on like bells most of the time, like the little xylophone.
Oh, they had
and,
to play the bells?
Really awful. Yeah, it was so bad. I almost failed. Finally made it through the class, and I bought a drum set on Amazon for like $200. It's like a Concilio Mendini something.
Yeah.
It's green.
So you joined. Like,
I joined band in middle school, like as a
like
class.
knowing that you wanted to be a drummer. Or?
I was like, this is cool.
So you were like, oh hell, I'm gonna join the band
Yeah, I was
class
like,
and I'm gonna play the fucking drum. I'm gonna
so
rock out. I'm
cool,
gonna play the
like,
drums.
Yeah, they're gonna teach me how to do it. No.
And then you showed up and that wasn't
The
it.
band's like the nerd kids, right?
Oh, it was so bad. It was so awful. It's terrible.
But
So
that
it's
is
like,
where you
what's
learn the fundamentals, though. Like you are learning the basics of it.
Did you learn
You don't need
anything
those.
from band class?
I want to be like nice and say yeah, but like no. Like not really. Like I learned everything from YouTube.
Hey, listen, you don't
and
have to
it
be
was like-
nice.
It was like,
I went to college and I feel like I didn't learn much. And I got a degree and like it just helped me get a job.
yeah. No, I didn't really learn anything. Honestly.
Well, you learned that you didn't want to be in band.
Yeah, I was like, this is not,
Yeah, that was
this
a
is
good-
not what I wanted. I don't even think I was allowed to touch the drum set at all.
You're
like,
kidding.
I think like this whole year, like we did not get to play.
No
So I bought
way.
like a cheap set. Other than that, it was like buckets and like this cheap drum set.
What about reading music? Did you read music? And
No, I couldn't. I could not do that.
Well, you
It
know, a
was
lot of
not.
professional drummers don't know how to read music, man.
I know.
Like rock.
Imagine like you're sitting behind the set and they got like their paper there. It's like falling off. Like what are you doing with that as a drummer?
So how do you take on new music? You just like listen
All
in?
ear?
Yep.
All right.
Listen a couple times and then.
So
kind of get used to it.
So then, like, when you went home and you were like, all right, I want to get this drum set. What would your dad think? Like, you were like, hey, Dad.
They were like, this is like what is going on here? Like, why? My mom was like, you're not buying a drum set on Amazon. I'm like, no, and I bought it myself.
Oh, you bought it yourself? You saved up?
Yeah, I saved up, and I was like, here you go,
That's
and
awesome.
I bought it.
What'd you do to get that money?
I played on like this little corner at my grandma's house on a bucket.
And
And it was probably awful.
And
it was
family-
probably just like all pity money.
family members were donating?
No, just like random people, like lemonade stands, like
Oh,
really,
nice. So you were
yeah.
outside.
Yeah, no, I was outside, like on like a street corner.
Dude,
I don't
like,
think
a
people
bucket.
who do like bucket money is all pity money. Like
I
at
definitely
downtown
was.
on Michigan
Hey,
Ave.
some of
Yeah,
them
they're
are
good. I
decent.
didn't know what it was.
Nah,
I was like,
I
don't
think they
know.
feel that way. I think the same way too. I feel like you're good enough to be out there, but I still think they're not like perfect, obviously, because they're not famous or anything, so their ego's not up there yet.
So that's how you got your money. You like literally
Yeah,
set
that's
your.
how. Yeah, it was like my little bucket and my Josh Dunn signature drumsticks, and I
Dude.
was just like play this bucket.
And where did you set up? Like, where was it? Chicago, Indiana?
No, it was Indiana and like this
Oh,
little
yeah?
like it was
like
like a
downtown.
cul-de-sac. No,
No, it was just like cul-de-sac.
it was like a quiet little
Neighborhood?
like random neighborhood. Yeah.
Man, you have some balls, dude. I have to get like.
I wanted it.
I
I was like,
applaud
I
that.
need this drum set. Like my mom's like,
Wow,
you're not
that's
getting that for your
incredible.
birthday. Like, no, you can't.
Dude, that is a cool story. I mean, this is how you started. I mean, if you make it big, that's
Yeah.
that's a huge story. I mean, you were in a cul-de-sac in a random neighborhood, and that's how you raise money for your first drum set. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then after that, like, what was the next step in your early career?
I don't know. I kind of just played like insane amounts of time, like just like 6 hours in the basement, just like over
On
and
that
over
same
and
little
over again.
drum
With, like
set that
these,
you
yeah, the little green sparkly set. Trying to make it like better than what it was. It was awful. Everything. I still have it. It's a mess. It's just over and over and over again.
So then,
Different stuff.
when you were playing that set, you were mostly just practicing. Like,
Yeah.
were you creating content at that time?
Oh,
like,
gosh, no.
nothing on Instagram. Nothing.
I didn't know
on,
what I was doing.
Yeah, you were just
I was
rocking
listening
out.
to like Maroon 5, and I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of like this. I had like
Yeah.
these two like computer speakers that he found somewhere, and
Yeah.
they were like way too quiet. So
Yeah.
they're like right behind me, as loud as they could go.
So you just play along, like listening.
Yeah, and I was
just
like,
playing
yeah, this
along.
sounds about right.
How come you
Yeah.
didn't want to add in a guitar or like a violinist?
Yeah,
or
why didn't
something?
you
Or
create
maybe
a
you still
band?
do.
I would, but like there's not a lot of people around me that like play music. There's some, but it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not exactly.
I mean, I personally like the path you're taking because it's different, you know. And I think
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what differentiating you know, from like most
A
people.
lot
are
of times
like,
the drummers get buried in the back of the
they
band.
do.
Right.
They do. Nobody knows their name, you know.
Yeah,
it takes
there's only
it
like
takes
Travis Barker, there's him, you know, and
yeah,
the rest of the band, and then
Right.
there's not a lot of drummers else known.
yeah.
So you're trying to just be one solo operator, drummer, band.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot more fun when it's like dance music and stuff, because then
Yeah.
it creates like a whole different feel. Like all of the bands and stuff, they're all like the same kind of instruments.
Okay.
You end up with like a whole bunch of people who play bass, and then like a couple drummers, and then everyone knows like the same few things. And past that, it's all kind of the same.
I feel like a lot of the bands that you would go into now too would be like playing like covers and like you would
Well,
be,
which would be fine. No one plays like newer stuff ever.
yeah.
Like it's rare.
A lot of like
Really rare.
There's no more
I feel like-
rockers out there.
yeah. I feel like a lot of stuff too that people play are like classic rock to go play at a bar. You
Yeah.
know?
Metallica.
Yeah.
You probably get requests to play songs like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you get requests? You get a lot of requests.
I do get requests. They're always the same things.
So is it like a DJ where like you hate requests?
Yeah.
Because DJs hate requests.
Oh yeah.
They're usually
So-
guys probably in their 40s. That's what they grew up on. And that
Yeah.
song is like Metallica.
Yeah. There's always like.
That's your genre. You got to be able to jam with those guys though, because that's a target market.
Well, yeah,
that
yeah,
use
but
drummers kind of. So
like,
No, there was like some classic drummers. Neil Peart.
yeah.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think when you hear that name?
I think I heard it like twice a week for the past 10 years of my life.
Oh,
but
yeah?
No, I'm just kidding.
I've never heard it before.
Neil
Neil
Peart?
Peart?
Oh man,
No, I didn't know.
phenomenal.
Everyone's always like,
drummer.
you ever heard of Neil Peart?
Yeah.
I have.
To me, like when you say drums, that's like the first thing that comes.
I think it's
The
Travis
drummer
Barker.
for Rush.
I think
Well, yeah,
Travis
I mean,
Yeah.
he's phenomenal too. So when did you graduate drum sets? Like, so you had that little rinky-dinky drum set, and
Yeah, I had like the really awful one. And then my aunt actually played drums, but like barely. And so she had this set that she like bought back from a friend or something.
Yeah.
And then she just had it sitting in her garage. And I was like, what do you mean you have a drum set?
Yeah.
Like what? And this was like, I don't know, a year later or something. But probably longer actually. And it's like, it was like blue and it was a DW PDP. But it was like way nicer. And so I played my first talent show in Cedar Lake and I won.
Was that like a middle school or high school or?
No, it was 4th of July Summerfest. I think.
Okay. And you won.
Yeah, and I won first place.
So you took that drum set, right?
Yeah, because she let me borrow it to play.
Oh,
And
she
then
just let you borrow it?
She let me borrow it to play on for the talent show.
She didn't let you have it?
No, she let me see this how it
okay.
goes. I won, and then she let me have it.
Oh, okay. So you had to prove yourself
first.
first.
I had to prove it, and then she was
Wasn't
like, "How
a
do you like
pity
your
gift.
drum set?"
It wasn't a pity gift.
No, this was when I
It was
finally
well earned.
knew what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking? Like, you know, like you went and you did all this stuff out in the cul-de-sac to get a drum set, and then your aunt has one. Like, were you like, what the hell, man?
I don't know when she bought it back or like when it ended up in her garage, but she was like, "Yeah, I've got one in the garage," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, and
she was like, "You could set it up and play it," and I was like, "Okay."
So
I
when
did.
when was it like? When was that point that you feel like at first were your parents taking you serious or like?
No. I was like, "Guys, look at this," and it was like my practice set with the band. It was like a little practice pad. I was like, "Guys, check this out," and it's awful. It's probably really bad.
Did they ever tell you like, "Hey, Violet,
Yeah.
shut up"?
Yep.
Yeah, all the time,
We're
or
having people over tonight. Can you not play drums for 9 hours straight?
that's funny, man.
Yeah. Eventually, I bought an electric kit too.
Oh, you have an electric kit?
Yeah, it was smaller, but like it made it really easy to learn because it doesn't wear you out as fast.
Yeah.
Everything's like closer together.
Yeah.
So I was playing that for a while, and then I could play like even longer because it wasn't loud.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So
because
it's
it's just the
Yeah,
music,
but
Right.
the noises in your
feeling?
head.
Is it really the same? Yeah. So
I mean, it's fine for coordination and like your foot pedal is decent.
How do you get the recoil? You know, like not the recoil.
It's
the drum
rubbery,
gets.
so it's like it works well, but it's not real.
Yeah,
Like it's a lot harder to play normal drums.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a filler.
Yeah.
So how long after that second set you got the electric set? Or did they get the electric set for you because they were tired?
I bought the electric set myself.
They're like, man, we've had enough of this. Like, we're just gonna
Right,
get her an
like, you know
electric
what?
set.
No, that would have been nice, but no. I bought that after my 15th birthday or something.
What'd you do for that one? Like, what kind of side job? I'm interested in the side jobs, your hustles to get your stuff.
Probably like it was like a mix of like the same stuff and then like
Saving lunch
random
money.
chores and then birthday presents because that was like I bought it like that night, like birthday party, and then that night bought it on Amazon. It was
cool.
a Lesis or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then after that, like the set you have now, when did you get that?
Set I have now I bought 1 year ago, almost like exactly I think.
Yeah.
The blue set from my aunt, like it just kind of like fell apart.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't like live without this for like a day. And so it was like that night. And it was all the money I had on the counter in a stack.
So you saved for that one too?
Well, because I didn't know. I was saving to eventually get myself a drum set, like a nicer one. But so I just had that saving money. And when it broke, I went on Amazon that night and I bought another set. So that was through Sweetwater, but on Amazon.
Yeah, that's not. I like. But they sell that on Amazon too.
Yeah, it was through Amazon.
You think like the Amazon wouldn't be like these musical stores? I always would think when I grew up, everyone got excited to go to the musical stores and buy a set, play it. You'd want to play it before you bought it too. So
I had played this.
Oh yeah,
where
you play
you trusted that on your Amazon. Like it's like buying clothes on Amazon. It comes in, it's a baby shirt. Right? It's like you probably ordered a drum set. It's like I thought that was a real engine when I ordered it on Amazon. And it was a baby engine, and I was a little disappointed. No, I did really think that was gonna be a baby. But the same thing could be with your drum set, and you're like, oh, shit.
I mean, I knew it had free returns, so I was safe there. No, I had played it. Because we had been in Mexico, same spot I was like recently when you saw those videos. We were there and I played with some band that was on stage, and it was like the same kit that one of my favorite drummers, Matt McGuire, uses. So like I knew how it sounded, and then I played it because he had that set up. And so it was just like that, but in a different color. And I was like,
Nice.
yeah, this is.
You liked the sound. You liked everything.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Nice.
Do you like to do add-ins? Do you have add-in? Do you always add on to your set, like what are the bells? Like
the cymbals?
Yeah, there's two hi-hats if you look on both sides. There's like two of them.
You get excited, do something,
Yeah.
then you get the cowbell. You can never have a cowbell, right?
I do have a cowbell. It's not on it right now though.
I have a cowbell at home too. Yeah, I do, because I'm Latino, so they always play the cowbell and all of our
That Saturday
music.
Night Live skit with Will Ferrell. Not enough cowbell. You know what I'm talking about? It's hilarious.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So he's learning to play the drums.
That's funny, man. So anyway, so like, when did you start like creating content? Where were you like, all right, like I'm gonna take this, like you won that talent
Yeah,
show,
I won a talent
and then
show.
you were like, all right, so I got something here, and maybe were they believing like after the talent show, where they're like, oh shit, like she's okay, she's not bad.
Right.
Is that how it happened, or?
I don't really remember like how I started creating videos or anything. I don't know what my first YouTube video is, but it might be that talent show.
Yeah. What was their feedback after the talent show? What were your family, like your family and friends, were they like,
Oh, they were
"Man,
just like,
you rocked out. That was
nice."
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the school rock style, like the big support like that. Like did that have a talent
they have
show went down,
signs?
like?
No,
you?
no.
What the hell? They didn't bring signs for you?
No, they brought me a blue Gatorade, so I was
yeah?
cool with that.
All right,
How
good.
you had dehydrated?
Yeah, I had a blue Gatorade that day, and my mouth is blue in the photos.
I was wondering, like, how did you remember it was a blue Gatorade? Cause your
Yeah,
mouth's
because it's
and
blue
that
in the
was
photos. But yeah.
Nice.
Did you have the light show and everything that we're about to put on over there? Did you have all your?
No.
Is that a stage evolution?
It was like a gray stage with like the American flag behind me.
Real patriotic.
Yeah, it was real.
All right, that's cool. So now you just evolved to your own creative stage. I seen with the lights and
Yeah.
more props, adding in more stuff.
Oh yeah.
So when was like your first show after that event?
Like alone?
Yeah,
Like
like your
my-
first
my
gig,
first,
like your
like-
first real gig.
Ooh. I wish I like remembered which one was like the first technical gig. I think it all just kind of blended together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did Regions Got Talent with, like, it was like in Valpo, and that was a school, and I won first place.
That was at your school or another?
Not at my school.
Another
Different
school.
Yeah.
Oh, you got first place in that one too?
Yeah, I got first place in that. I got first place in every talent show I've ever done, and then we were like,
Dude.
oh, we're like, oh.
That's awesome.
What do you
So
think? What do you think?
how many talent shows have you done? Sorry,
Yeah,
before
go
you
ahead.
go on.
Like 3 or 4.
So you're 4 and 0.
3 or 4.
It's a good boxing
Maybe.
record.
It's a good record in anything, man. It's a good record.
You had the one for the softball club.
Oh yeah, so there's
Which
yeah.
was a blast. That turned into
That turned into
after
basically
you
a first
won it.
gig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because after I won, they were like, "Do you know this song? Do you know this song?" They ended up playing like Despacito and like some weird stuff
Really?
that they were wanting to hear. Yeah.
At
You
the
knew those
at the
on the
talent
spot.
show.
Yeah, like at the talent show, like
Damn,
afterwards.
so that talent show
Give
turned
me
into
call
a
outs,
gig.
like you knew how to play them.
they like
That's
kicked
awesome.
out the DJ.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
We're like,
That's cool. And
Yeah,
how
it's
did you
funny.
how do you find talent shows? Like, where can I go to find a
Yeah,
talent
that's
show
what I,
if I
that's
need
what
to
I
go
was gonna
sign
ask.
up?
I'm like, where are you pulling up these talent shows at?
right? I wish I could find more. I feel like I'm missing out on a bunch of them.
Who's
gotta
your
be more,
competitors in these talent shows? Are they drummers, guitarists, or
Pianist.
some of them like blowing rings, like? And then you come on and like, ah.
Yeah, the little guy with the cups.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who are these Who are your competitors?
It's usually singers
Oh
most
yeah.
of the time. Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
think
hard
it's
to
singers.
beat singers, you know, because everybody wants to see somebody
Well, if
sing.
they're
Right.
good, you get out there
Right.
sound like
Well.
Screech. What's up?
Yeah, no, it's usually singers. Sometimes
So they're
guitarists
music
and
talent shows.
stuff.
Then.
Yeah, I can't think of like,
It's not random talent.
yeah, dancers. I've been up against dancers, stuff like that.
You ever be like, hey, you should be in hey, dancer girl, you would be good to my drum beat.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, and then you
collab.
start building your team from,
Right.
you're recruiting from the people, your
You
competitors.
would think. You see, but like teenagers are like, yeah, we'll do that. And then
Do
they're
they
like,
mean
"No."
mug you?
They
your
flake.
competitors?
Do they what?
Do they mean mug you? Like, oh, you know, they don't mean mug you? Like,
So you don't
no,
got
it's
haters?
not like in a sport.
Oh, I mean, like I've got haters. I'm
Oh,
sure,
you got
but, like,
haters?
yeah.
Oh, you got haters?
They-
Dang, I don't know. I
doesn't-
thought you were
You
too
got
young to
it.
have
When you go to the
haters.
No,
top,
no.
you
Well,
always
I'm
pick up a
like-
hater. You got to pick up haters, so
Yeah.
you're not
Oh
getting.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Bobby Hits. He has a ton of haters. And,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna have some haters.
No, yeah,
How
I
does that
mean-
work? Like, who are your haters? Are they you're in your age group? Are they other drummers?
I mean, there's like people I know like personally, but like I've never been like bullied or anything like
Oh,
weird.
okay, cool.
It's just like people who are like annoying.
We know boxers,
Like
so if
I've
you
had
get
people-
bullied,
Sweet drums,
we
dude.
can take care of
Sweet
them.
drums, dude.
I had this
Like,
girl
you're really
who
good-
used to
you're,
call
like,
me,
really good.
who used to call me like, she somehow like timed it out to where I like stuff going on the next day. And this is like before iPhones had like some sleep mode to where it would like still have your ringer on to wake you up. And she would like call me every 30 minutes all night long when I had like a gig the next day. Like it was just like
What is wrong with her?
Strategical. Like it was very. Yeah.
And what was her? Was she a drummer too, or what's her deal?
She's like
She's just a hater.
Yeah, she's like.
Do you have Instagram haters?
Yeah.
So as you get more followers, you have.
Yeah, because it'll be on like Explore page, and then there's like old men who are like, "You're hitting too hard."
Really?
Yeah.
They leave you comments.
Yeah.
Well, that's their way. Yeah, like people. Yeah,
These guys are playing at the
are
local
very
bar.
mean.
Right. I'm like, you have no one on your. I want to see you doing it. No, they're like, you are not pretty when you hit that hard. And I'm like, they're my symbols, man. Like, it's fun to do it that way. I don't really care.
What's the meanest comment you've read on your
I don't know.
social media?
Nothing like that mean.
Because you know how like celebrities read their
yeah,
their
they'll
meme
have like their
tweets?
meanest. I don't know. If
Or
I
what's the
have.
most memorable one that you're like, oh, that was weird?
I don't know.
Probably when they're just like talking about like hitting the bass drum, like, why are you even judging me for that, you weirdo? Like, go on with your life. I'm trying to make music, and you're looking at my bass pedal.
Why are you angry?
Yeah.
How are you this irritated? I don't know. I could look through.
Why do you take out all the
and
negative
see if I can
things?
see any, but like I don't know.
Why didn't you just say good job?
How about the nicest one? What's the nicest thing somebody said on
The nicest thing, it's not necessarily like someone said it on social media, but some guy who like knew my aunt, his name is Jason. He knew her and like saw my videos and stuff, and he sent me a set of like A custom Zildjian cymbals and like a lot of the things that are on my set right now. And he was like, you earned it, like you deserve to have, and he sent all of this stuff, and it was awesome.
That's cool.
I feel like
it's
most
incredible.
supporters are like parents, friends as well, from some of the success I've
Yeah.
experienced.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd
my
never
parents.
met him. I was just like so
No,
incredibly
that's
nice.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've never met a lot of my mom's friends that are
Right.
Facebooking me messages, and I'm like, you gotta be really polite, you know. But they're really encouraging, and they're really supportive, and it's important. Like,
Right, yeah,
those are your
that's
biggest
insane.
supporters that you don't know that are out there.
are,
They're
man.
important to have because those are
Right.
actually the nice people that truly want to see you succeed, and they're not, you know, your friend that's like, hey, do a good job, but they really want you to trip and fall on your face because they're not doing it. Yeah, there's a fine line between those two people.
I agree.
They both exist, though.
Yeah.
I agree. So when was like your first paid gig?
Man, I don't.
You don't
Well, because the
remember that one?
talent shows usually you'll have
Oh,
like a
they-
small cash prize.
Oh, the cash prize.
Yeah, it would usually be like $100.
Do you ever
$50,
do you ever
$100.
play at bars?
No,
Stuff like that? No.
not really. Not bars, because like I'm 17.
Yeah, so what's the music lab?
So Hard Rock Hotel has a music lab program, which it's like each day of the week they'll have a different activity. Anyone can do it. They'll put you up to be the DJ. They'll teach you an instrument, put you in a band, all kinds of stuff. So when I was first going there,
So how'd you sign up for this before we go? Like, did you sign up for
They
music lab?
put you
or-
behind.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
put
yeah.
you in the. They put you in the scene like you're doing it.
yeah, they'll teach you a little bit, and then you'll
That's cool.
get up and play something with them.
So,
So
you signed up for music lab.
yeah, the first time I
Oh,
was
cool.
there.
And this is in Mexico?
Yeah, this is Hard Rock
Okay.
Cancun, Mexico, the resort. And so the first time we were there, we went and I did some stuff with the music lab, just like messing around. They were like, "Man, you're pretty good. Like you know what you're doing." And so then, like the second time, I think we've been there 4 times.
So you went to this music lab,
Yeah, it's like a program within the hotel.
and then they put you up on stage with bands, with actual bands?
Yeah, they'll teach you stuff. This wasn't as big of a thing like when I was there the first time, but like now they'll have anyone. You can just come up and you can like learn a little something. And they'll put together a band. You can play it like out by the pool. A few songs.
That's cool.
It is. It's really cool. So then like the more recent times we've been there, they were like, we're gonna put you in with like the actual bands, like the bands that were like
the
playing.
the mariachi bands, or
No.
you never play with the mariachi?
I have not played with
You're in
mariachi.
Mexico. I mean, you might as well, right?
No, like pool bands, but like they're legit bands, not like
Yeah.
they're fun.
Are these like well-known bands, or?
In Cancun, yeah, totally. But yeah, so they were like, we're gonna switch you out with the drummer and like a couple of bands. So we would do that and played with like Shockers, Troya. I'm trying to think of the name of the other ones. Radiance Band.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I played with a couple of those, and then the more recent time we were there, they had me up with like my actual gig. So it was like my set with like the DJ thing,
That was
Mixing
cool.
with-
That's
yeah,
where
that
that's
was-
where we
That's where
see
you
the
want to
videos,
be.
right?
And you had to
Right.
go through that to get to there.
Right.
That's
that
where we
was-
saw the videos on Instagram, right?
That was a big pool party, and then me as DJ. drummer,
Dude, that is
whole-
cool.
Yeah.
Did you have like your Instagram and everything up there so people could start following you? The people that were
Yeah,
at the
I
event?
have like a stack of cards and
Yeah,
everything.
just
yeah,
hand
it was
them
a
out.
blast.
Is
Yeah.
your dad kind of like doing the merch in the background or no?
We didn't have any merch in Mexico, no.
Yeah, you
We
got to
bring
start.
it.
I mean, I think I personally think
We've
that
got
you're
I've got shirts for you guys.
okay.
I
Cool,
brought them, yeah.
awesome. That is cool.
We got shit
Yeah.
for you too.
Because I think
boy.
you're official enough to where you can start doing merch.
No,
at
yeah,
your events.
I've got these.
You got to
You know what I'm
start
saying?
something.
Yeah.
You got to make it. You got to.
Yeah, and
gotta
you
manifest
got to
it.
have a website too. You got a website?
Yeah.
You got a website?
Violetport.com.
Violet Port, and it's so easy.
Right.
That's
pretty easy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Simple.
Very. I mean, you're like. I think you're not only a good musician, but it sounds like you're a good business person
Yeah,
too.
that's important.
And
It
you
seems
need
like
the-
your dad's
you need
got
the two.
help, too.
You need the two because I've seen a lot of talented people
Right.
that
right.
haven't
Get
done
misguided.
anything with their talents.
Get
Yeah.
misguided.
You know, so like you can be great, but if you don't know how to put yourself out there, you don't even have to be that good if you know how to put yourself out there.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I'm saying? When did you start building your content? Like how long ago? Like
I think we like started. I made like the Instagram account 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think I want to say 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe further. I don't really know. And at that point, it was just kind of like wannabe drummer vids. Like it was just like
yeah,
random videos of me playing and stuff. But then they got better and better, and now I kind of film more. A lot of it goes straight to Instagram. That's like my main thing.
so you film at home. You have like a setup where you film all your stuff.
Yeah, I just film it on like my iPhone.
Oh,
Do
nice.
you do
Yep,
TikTok?
The whole thing. Yeah, I do. I have TikTok.
Do you do? I actually that night I watch piano players like just for like an hour straight. Sometimes I put it. They play the
Right.
piano really soft, and I don't know. Do you get some? Do people be like, yeah, and you just rock off like an hour on TikTok, and people are like,
I've tried like the live thing, but it's not. I don't know. It's not. I should probably do it more, but like I don't.
well, it's a discouraging thing because you have no followers in the beginning. You're like, wow, like,
Yeah.
no one really cares.
It's
to
really
hear
awkward.
this.
Well,
Yeah,
not
it's
only that,
awkward.
but these people don't like. Hey, this is to the people who've been on my Instagram. And I've done a live. Like, what's up? I got like 2,000 something followers, and people ain't getting on my live. Like, you got like three
Right,
people on your
right.
live. I'm like, you got like.
I'm like this is
like,
like, a FaceTime.
You got like
call at this
5,800
point.
followers.
I don't know.
Like a face, you person talking to one person, it's creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what the hell? I see that you're liking my. I see that you're watching my stories, right? That's
Right.
one. And then you're liking my stuff, but then you're not getting on my live. Like, I wonder what
Yeah.
that's
Well,
all
they got
about.
other things
you
going
know?
on. You can't be mad at them for that one.
I don't know.
Right.
man. I don't
like,
know.
can't be
I don't
like,
watch other
dude.
people's lives, so
Really?
I can't even blame them.
It depends. Like, sometimes I do. I can watch. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll do the pity thing where I'll just get in there and I'll watch
Oh,
somebody's
just-
live.
yeah.
Like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm supporting you, and then I'll just like get off. I just get off. But anyway,
So you're the people who get people excited for no reason. You're fake. You're giving
So when,
them fake.
when you
Oh,
when you
or-
join my live, I'm gonna know that you're.
I'll
faking
stay on.
that.
Now you know my secret, so I'll stay on the
Right.
whole time. I'll watch you the whole time. I'll just leave it on the background.
But no, I believe that's how it starts. So you got to go through that, and then you get like 3, 5, 6. I don't know. Maybe talk to someone who's got a million likes or whatever.
Right.
Maybe that's how it starts. I think that's how it starts. You just don't go 0 to a million.
Have you had like any kind of like musicians reach out to you on
Oh,
social
yeah,
media?
yeah, I've had-
like big musicians.
Yeah, I get a lot of feedback sometimes, like when I'll make a cover of someone's song.
Yeah.
I've had like likes from plenty of musicians. Call Me Charisma has seen my stuff.
Oh, nice.
Drummers. The drummer for like Eminem, like an old drummer for Eminem.
You're kidding.
And
That's cool.
Rihanna and stuff. Yeah.
Rihanna.
Yeah,
Eminem has a
they've got
drummer?
like they have like
Eminem has a
a
drummer?
I forget his name, but yeah, he's got like like there's different drummers that'll play for like a whole bunch of different artists. So like one of his tour drummers at one point,
Yeah.
I was like reading it and then I googled it and I was like, oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
That was awesome. I love Eminem, so that was,
Yeah,
that was
so do
really,
I. I'm like,
yeah,
who's
that was
his
really
drummer?
cool.
Didn't know I even had a drummer.
Yeah,
But I guess so. When he makes his beats and stuff, they do have drummers to make the real beats.
live drummers usually.
Yeah, the live drummer.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and then
Rihanna hit you
yeah,
up?
the same drummer as Eminem. So they've got like a lot of them that'll do a bunch of the same.
They probably use the same one.
Yeah, the drummer Tosh follows me. He played with like Machine Gun Kelly and
What?
trying
That
to
is-
think, like Jaden. He plays
Yeah.
with Jaden now. But yeah,
That's cool. I bet
So
you're
you're on
super
your grind,
pumped when
you're
you
on
see
your
that.
up
Oh yeah, every time I'm like yes. Like,
One at a time. That's what it said.
Yeah,
It's one
exactly.
at a time.
Yeah, it's one at a time.
Yeah.
Mapex Drums just started following me, which is like the brand for the set that I
Yeah.
have.
Well, man, you're making like big wins, like big small wins.
Yeah, it's all kinds of just like random stuff where I'll just be like, what in the world? Like,
Catch it on a Sunday morning. Man, you know where that happened?
right, it'll be like
Just-
1 a.m. and I'll check my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Just organic as that. You just have little small moments
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one knows about.
Yeah, right.
What's your favorite drummer? Who's your like your idol or the person
I've
that you?
got 3. I've got Matt McGuire, Josh Dunn, and Casey Cooper. Are
Yeah.
my top 3.
Are those kind of like those guys the reason that you started playing?
Yeah, Josh Dunn was really the reason that I started playing.
Really?
It's like, whoa, he looks so cool.
Yeah.
He like bounces when he plays. He's got like this chair that like bounces a little bit. There's so much energy.
Is it one of those bouncy office chairs or?
You
No,
try
you
to
know what
bounce
I'm
when you
talking.
play now?
It's
what he must
difficult.
feel
Like
like.
I could. He's kind of just like feeling it. I have the same chair. I bought the same chair as he is. So like I can.
There's a small.
Depending
small.
on
Yeah.
the-
You take
depending
little
on the
bits
song.
and pieces of everyone that you like, and you build the character. that
Yeah,
you
it all
want.
kind of comes together.
Yeah. And what's like as far as your style? What's your inspiration? Like what like?
Like drum style.
No, just like your character. Like he said.
Oh, it's
like,
all over the place. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no. You'll
Pink
scroll through
hair, don't
Instagram
care.
and you'll be like, what? It's like all white. Like it'll be an outfit that's just like all white, ripped up jeans. Then it's like some jacket with like chains all over it. Like it's
Yeah.
I feel like this
There's
is your
no-
character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
kind of
sure.
it. That's kind of like the
No, I
simple,
feel
the
like-
simple version.
I feel like she's pretty unique, you know? I feel like she's building her own character. I like that, man. She's differentiating herself.
Yeah, the
cool.
stringer tank tops. Those just make it easier to play drums, but that kind
Yeah.
of became a thing just because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And what about like what's next for you? Like where do you see like your career going?
Everywhere probably. I don't have like a destination like specifically.
Yeah,
Just-
do you-
I want like all of it. So
Opportunity. Just where the opportunity
right,
goes.
just keep going.
Yeah, build on that opportunity.
Do you want to
present
kind of keep
another
the same
opportunity.
model where you like? Do you want to like keep the same model where you're playing
With like the
DJ
set. Yeah,
DJ sets?
I love dance music. I love house music and stuff. And that's hard with drums because it doesn't. It's kind of boring. So like you kind of have to figure out how to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Which is fun. It can be like really fun depending on the speed and stuff, but then other times it gets really difficult even though it's very like the same.
You wouldn't want to play with like a band. What if you got
I mean, I could. It better be a good band though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it was like a crappy band, then I couldn't.
like
do
you
that.
wouldn't be like if some guys were like, hey, you want to play this bar band? with
Oh well, I
us?
get I get
You get that all the time.
but I'm
You
kinda
turned
like,
it down.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because
nah,
they're
nah.
like,
I mean,
oh,
I
we're
think
just going here for free. You just have
Yeah.
to bring your drums along. So
What do you
it's
think
not-
about? I see a lot now. I know you're only 17, but in the nightlife, I'll go into a club and there'll be like a violinist with like a purple violin that's like lit up, and there'll be a drummer that's really cool and it's lit up, and they're working together.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about actually.
And those guys
Yeah.
are getting paid. It's a good
Yeah.
gig, and then everyone's looking at them like, damn, but it's kind of really close. Like you're playing drums, like you would not
Yeah,
be able
no,
to walk up.
that's very cool.
And you're very close interactive, and then you take your different sets and you're interacting with the bar. I see a lot of that going on, and I feel like I could see
That
you
is very- yeah, I
going-
would totally.
be seen. Maybe you could be found in that kind of scenery in
Yeah.
the future. So,
Totally.
yeah, I see that.
I would
I enjoy bars like that.
I think it would be cool to see her playing like Coachella or something like that.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
something
well,
like-
yeah,
of
for
course.
sure.
That'd be badass.
A little bit
Yeah.
larger scale.
Or like
but that's
Lollapalooza or
the
something.
the
You know, you
bars
could play a
Oh,
set at
yeah.
Lollapalooza.
Right?
God, dude, that'd be awesome. You should like hit up the organizers. They have huge lists of people on there all the time. You know.
Well, that's
Yeah.
how it starts. You just
Yeah.
hit up a list.
Why
and then
not?
just
I mean,
keep
you got
buying.
nothing to lose.
The squeaky
Right,
wheel
totally.
gets the grease. Even
Yeah.
though it's a squeaky wheel and no one likes it, they're gonna grease it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it works.
So you're open to playing with like a band if the
Yeah,
right one came
if
along.
it like came along, yeah, I'm not like against it. I'm
An
like, no, I'll
opportunity
never
band.
do this, but yeah, I mean, it would depend. It would just depend on how, like, what they've got going on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Kiefer, you got any questions you wanna ask her?
So, I think when I was in middle school, that's when Blink 182 was around, and Travis Barker is still around.
Mhm.
Like, to you, is he like an old head? And I mean, I'm guessing he's gonna be a legend, but who is the next Travis Barker, or how can you take Travis Barker's spot?
Oh, I love Travis Barker. I know he does not hit the like where everyone's like, when everyone mentions like old drummers and stuff, Travis Barker's like away from that. Like he's not in with like the pile of the ones you always get asked about.
He's still
Yeah.
hip. He's still hip.
Yeah, because he's doing it all. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
How about favorite band? What's your favorite band?
This is hard.
That you were like, man, I got to play with those guys. That would be awesome.
Yeah, if I had to like list just one, it's 21 Pilots.
21 Pilots.
Yeah.
And
That's
the ones
back in
that-
the day. That's back.
Yeah,
reach out to
that's
you.
yeah, they sent
Yeah,
the
so
shirt
they're
and
not even
everything.
old then. You consider those an old band?
Not at all.
Do you and your dad listen to the same music, or?
Yeah, we do. My dad listens to Billie Eilish with me.
Oh, yeah?
I like Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got no music ability.
There's a little moment. She has like a different, the Billie Eilish. She's like a different feeling of energy at that
Yeah,
time.
it's
I
cool,
feel like.
yeah,
Yeah. You got to be in a different setting.
Tell us about the White Claw. What is that?
I'll take like a stack of business cards into like all my local grocery stores, and so like the White Claw boxes, they have the handle on the top.
Yeah.
It's already
Oh,
popped
dude.
out,
Yeah.
and it'll slide right in and hit the bottom. So you just like walk by, you hit like
That's
every
what I'm
single
good
talking
idea.
about.
card.
That's the stuff I'm talking
That's a
about.
I was
great
like, this is-
idea.
yeah.
Holy smokes.
You get into the right person's box, and they're
I
open.
wasn't sure if I was gonna get in trouble for that one, but
Screw that. Let them know what you're doing. Like, you steal your box. You don't want them to steal your boxes up. And I'm gonna go
That's some
stab
good
them open,
advertisement
right?
for White Claw, too, you know?
White Claw's not the only one. You can do Bud Light, whatever you
oh
want.
no, it's see the Bud Light ones though, it's on the side, so like you gotta like shove it
already
in.
investigating.
Yeah, it's already.
I like it.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's
dude.
that
White
grill
Claw's the
advertising.
easiest one to get it in. They go right
When
in the top.
did you start thinking about doing that? Like, what was like?
My mom and I started doing it as a joke, 'cause it's just like hilarious. My cards have like my face on them. Like they have like
Yeah.
a photo of me standing in the ocean. It's like at Hard Rock, and so it's just hilarious because it just says Bangzilla on it, and it's got like the info on the back, and so you
Yeah.
just like put it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just like you need a Bangzilla
Have
card. Like,
have
it's
you
so
ever
funny.
gotten hit up from like one of those people that?
Well, that was like one of my mom's friends got one. and
You're
she was
kidding.
Like, White Claw sponsoring you?
That's so
It's
funny.
hilarious, yeah.
That's so funny. So how about like your Instagram? Like, what's the most liked video on there?
I think the most likes it. Here, I'll look.
What is it? Which one is it?
My highest reach and liked video, I think, is a Linkin Park and Jay-Z. It's the Faint, but
Yeah.
with Jay-Z in it on Instagram, and that has 81,000 people like reach.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of
Do you have
Jay-Z.
YouTube too?
I do a YouTube. That one's
Yeah.
just Violet Port. I think it's
Violet
Violet
Port.
Port Bangzilla. Yeah.
It's a lot of work managing all those accounts, is it not? Keeping
It's-
them updated
yeah.
and
It's
going
a
back
solid
and
amount of
forth.
time.
It sucks.
Do you have subscribers on your YouTube channel? Some?
Yeah, I think I'm at like 300 almost. 200
Nice.
something, 300.
That's awesome.
We're like,
somewhere around there.
yeah. You're doing good.
And you have TikTok too?
Yeah, that
What
was
else?
also Violet, not Violet.
What else? Violet, not Violet, TikTok. What else? Are you try to like keep all your social media about the same, right?
Yeah, it's
Violet,
all
not
kind of like the
Violet?
same color scheme as much as it can be.
LinkedIn.
I don't have LinkedIn.
I don't blame you. They're
that
so
was just a
boring. It's
joke.
so boring.
That was
but
just
you
a
should have
joke.
one just to be like, yeah, I got a LinkedIn.
CEO Violet Port.
Yeah, professional drummer. What's up? I'll come play.
You might want to get a LinkedIn. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
have
you
one
definitely.
now.
You definitely should have one. If I, can
I
give
mean,
any
you are.
advice-
You're an executive. You're a business. You're
well,
a
any
CEO of your
anywhere
own.
you can get on a free platform.
I agree. It's
It's
free
a
marketing.
free platform.
Yeah.
And so Google Analytics, they'll scroll and they'll pick your name up. It's another one that's going to bring you up in their algorithms
Right.
from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah, I
so you should
agree.
be on every free platform with a bio, everything about you, and a picture. And you should do it in business or not business.
I agree. It was a joke, but actually, I agree.
No, it's 100. It's
How about Facebook? You got Facebook
I
too?
do have a Facebook. I don't know how to use Facebook though, so like every time I like have to post something,
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, how do I like, it's like the opposite of like what you would think it would be. I'm like,
But see,
what do you-
those things like
make
you
it a
gotta,
post.
you want those. Like I understand it's a lot of work, but if you're a bit on the business side of things,
Oh,
is
yeah.
if your dad's got to help you, you got to get that Facebook, make those posts and collaborate it. And it's the job. It's the job now. It's not exciting to do posts. It's
right,
the work.
right.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
But it's good.
How about
You'll
Twitter?
Twitter, I don't know how to use either, but I
I
think I
never
have an
used
account.
Twitter in my life. I
It's
have an
part,
account.
I don't use Twitter either, but
I have an account.
It's the job.
No, I have an
No,
account.
for sure.
It's just like
You
nothing
got to
on
post
it.
on there and look at this drummer and let people say mean things about you. Fuck you too. Or it's like, oh, she's got attitude. But no one really cares about you're a drummer on there, but it showed that you have an attitude, and that's going to show up on Google searches, and it all matters in the big picture.
For sure.
It sucks, like it's like that.
Do you have it all linked up on your website too?
Yeah, everything's on the website except Twitter, I think.
Yeah.
And the future LinkedIn page.
Well, Elon Musk just bought Twitter. He's
yeah.
running the world now, so I mean, we all got to buy Twitter, and we get to say mean things to each other on there. I heard, and it's gonna be a great time.
Best part of Twitter.
So, anything else you'd like to add before we go and jam out?
No, I don't know. Yeah.
No. So we all right, viewers. We got to follow her on her Instagram, Violet, not Violet, right?
Yeah.
Website violetport.com. TikTok, Violet, not Violet.
Yep.
Future LinkedIn, you just gotta wait for it. How about Facebook? How about Facebook?
Facebook is Violet Port Bangzilla.
Violet Port Bangzilla. All right. Well,
So they can find you. I think they'll be able to find her from her
Yeah,
after
it's
this,
gotta-
whatever. See.
any
I'll
more
find
questions, Kiefer?
Has it been a smooth ride this whole time, or have you wanted to quit?
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to quit? Yeah.
There's
That's a
never
good
been
question.
like a specific moment. There's been like moments where I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this right now.
Really?
Yeah, you like slam
That-
two Red
that-
Bulls
that's
and go
part of
figure
it.
it out. But like, I've never wanted to like quit.
Yeah.
I've never just been like, I'm done with this. Like, no.
All right. Well, thanks. That was. This is Violet Port. On Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. I'm your host, Juan Franco.
I'm
Co-host Tyler Michik. Thank you for tuning in.